Among the many themes of Hanukkah, the one that I'd like to share with you is the preciousness of small things that Hanukkah celebrates. You see, in the way we pray about Hanukkah and we thank about Hanukkah, one of the things we emphasize is that God turned over the small into the hands of the many. This is something which is a very powerful presence also in the way we celebrate the day, because the truth is the mitzvah of lighting is to light one candle per home. That's all you need to do, just that one candle. And then if you want to be especially beautifying to the mitzvah, so then you light one candle for each person. And then if you want to make it especially beautiful, you light one candle per person per day, according at least to the custom which I observe. So that you have really a candle, one light, celebrating each person and celebrating each day. This is a very powerful way of describing both the uniqueness of each individual and the uniqueness of each time and moment, each day that passes. That kind of relating to the unique that comes through the small is very, very different than a kind of philosophical attitude which looks at the big picture, the big things, tries to define a metaphysics that's beyond, that's a world of the pure forms into which things then become realized in an imperfect way, or whatever you're going to go for, or move into the world of the physical in a way in which you're looking to beautify things by looking at their external expression, which sounds like a different thing, but in a moment we'll see how it's really quite the same. The way of looking, which looks at the small things and finds what's precious about them, asks of us always, what is the meaning of this? What is making it so precious? Why is this here in my life? Those are the kinds of questions which get us to relate to the small things and understand how profoundly, powerfully connecting they are for us to what really makes life matter. So that's really the deep light that's within Hanukkah that we're invited to look at. And so when the small went against the many, what was actually driving them was really something very small. Meaning is always, in a sense, the smallest of all things. Let's take a look at this. Here I am talking to you. I'm saying a lot of words. I put a lot of effort into the setting and the technology of the communication, and so have millions of other people invested in this. But there's one singular purpose I have, that you should have a more enlightening Hanukkah. I could go into derivations of that. I want you to have a Hanukkah during which you'll be able to connect to the meaning of your own life and the lives of others who are related to you. I want you to be able to connect to the kind of preciousness of life which brings to greater joy and a greater sensitivity to what this world is for and all the other people in your lives that are connected to you within that world. I want to be able to, each one of these things will be a singular purpose, which has all of this technology and involvement and words standing as an expression of what that is. Those breadths of things are actually all deriving from the singular point and purpose. So the rabbis actually say, that first light, which was the light the world was created with, burned and lit up the world through the creation of the sun, and actually into the time when humanity was created, when there was the first Adam and Eve. And then the rabbis say it was in the consciousness of humanity, their vision, which was offered by that first primordial light, for 36 hours. 12 hours on Friday, and then 24 hours on Shabbat. Those 36 hours become represented in the 36 lights that we light on Hanukkah, if we go according to that opinion that every day we add another light. So First day, 1 light. Second day, 2 lights. So we're up to 3. Third day, 3 lights. So we're up to now 6 lights that we've lit, etc., right? So you get to 36 lights, which was the number of hours that broad light was in the mind of a human being. But now here's the incredible thing. That light, the rabbis say, gave us a consciousness which was able to connect us to the entirety of creation. That light was able to actually shine in a way in which, instead of seeing the exterior of a vessel, we saw what was in it, understanding the purpose of that vessel, knowing the purpose of that vessel, directly connecting to it. You see, these lights and reflecting that very first light are actually taking us back to the original potential out of which everything grew, like a seed which had all the potential of creation to grow out of it, like a singular purpose out of which all of the doing was then derived. So I hope you're getting my point about this. So now, when we come into Chanukah, now let's turn this into something which is practical for us. When we come into Chanukah, what we want to be able to do is connect to the small things in our lives, a particular person, a particular event, a specific activity. We want to be able to connect to that particular candle that's glowing as a reflection of a deep purpose that's embedded within all things that we're now going to be connecting to. And then to contemplate how meaningful that is, how much that person is bringing into my life, how much this activity or event is bringing into my life, and to add more and more power and meaning from that first moment. It's an amazing thing. But the very first fire which the Torah describes, the very first burning is the burning bush, which Moshe, when he met that burning bush, asked the question, Madua? Why? Why is this burning and not being consumed? What's standing behind this? What is the purpose here? And the teaching which is within this, that beautiful word, Madua, which asks that I should come to know what this is. So I want to invite us into the meditation which we're going to meditate now, to have a contemplation of one particular person or one particular event, and to take that smallness and discover how much more important it is than all of the big grandeur of a giant army or an entire cosmos or many things that we do that are all important only if we're able to get to the one single light, single purpose, single joy, single meaning, single energy that stands behind it all. That will be our contemplation, and I warmly invite you to become more enlightened in the meditation which will immediately follow this teaching. Let me wish you all a beautiful and wondrous Chanukah, and I look forward very much to our continuing on this journey together after the holidays passed. Be blessed. Welcome to our meditation for Chanukah, preciousness of the small light. In this meditation, I'm going to invite you to choose a particular person who's in your life about whom you'd like to go deeper in understanding and knowing what that person is bringing to you, what the purpose that's behind their presence in your life more profoundly is. Or it might be a particular aspect of your life, the place you work, or some other element or event. You'd like to start with its presence and reality and contemplate more deeply. We're going to be relating through the single light of the Ner Ish Ubeito, as it's called in the Talmud. Each home and its light. Each moment and its light. So allow yourself to relax as we simply allow ourselves to be in this place right now, as it is. Take a deep breath through your nose. Let the air fill you within. And now release slowly through pursed lips, feeling the wondrous calm begin to appear. Take another nice deep breath in. And now slowly release what you've breathed in. Let's take a few moments to gradually relax our bodies, noticing how the chair supports you, how comfortably your feet sit on the ground. How beautiful is the space around you as it gives you the place to glow and be. Sense your shoulders relaxing, invite them to soften. Let the calm now move down your back, into your legs, down to your feet. Letting Hashem send His light down to you of peace and of calm. You might imagine that light coming down through the top of your head from above, opening up the space between your eyes, relaxing your entire face and jaw, spreading now down into your throat, spreading out through your chest, your arms and fingers, moving downwards through your torso into your stomach, pelvis, and down through your legs, all the way to your feet and toes. A beautiful warm glow of divine favor, of divine chen. I want to invite you to arouse attention to a particular person who's in your life, or a particular situation in your life. To bring that person or situation up, you might begin by just calling their name and allowing their image to appear. Just one single light, You might thank this person for appearing. Awaken love and care for this person or for the situation, sending a beam of light, of love towards them. Might intensify that feeling of love and care. Now I want to invite you to slightly turn your head upward and to turn your hands over so your palms face up. Let us begin to rise towards Source, the place from which the light beaming down upon you is coming from. Just imagining a light towards which you're elevating together with this person or reality you want to contemplate. Allowing the light to shine down on you as you move closer and closer to it. And now I want you to turn back towards the person whom has been chosen by you, or the situation that you want to contemplate, and ask, what goodness have you come into my life to bring? And to wait for an answer to arrive from above or from your heart, or from that person or situation itself. What goodness have you come into my life to bring? Why are you here? Madua? When you receive the answer, let it spread in you as an experience. Let it spread in you as if you already have what they've come into your life to bring. And now I invite you again to turn towards the one whom you are contemplating and say thank you. And when I have that, what is of even greater importance to me and greater goodness for me that you desire to give me? And wait to see what answer comes. Beautiful, accept that. Let it fill you. And once more, in gratitude, turn towards whom you contemplate and say, how when I have that, what you desire for me completely? What do you desire for me that's even greater, more beautiful, more important that you want for me? And see what comes. This beautiful presence that's being sent to you, accept it fully and let it spread within you. Now take this gift, this final desire, and imagine it becoming a flame. Imagine it becoming a point of light that's burning, sending warmth, pleasure, expansiveness to you. Feel your entire body lighting up, as if there's a light spreading out within it and glowing beyond it. Present to this joyous light as it spreads even farther, lighting up many areas in your life. As you walk through them with this knowing, this response to the Madhua, the why. Feel gratitude for this great gift. You might say thank you to Hashem who has brought it. This small, profound, precious light that's in your life, so deeply an origin for so much goodness that will be mosif v'holech, will be added and added upon as this small light grows. Let this be our prayer and blessing for all of humanity and all of creation. To know the small in its greatness.